I think what I'll do is I'll share another Uncle Bob story with you. Uncle Bob was my mother's oldest brother, and he ran a slaughterhouse out in Oregon. Well, in the summer of '65, while I was still in college, I was between my junior and my sophomore year, my parents came back from Germany. Dad had just retired from the Air Force, and so Mom and I and my sister Deb flew out to Oregon for a couple of weeks. While we were out there, although it was a vacation, my cousins were all working through the summer, so I thought, well, what the heck, I could use the extra money and be kind of fun working with my cousins and getting to know them a little better and so forth. So the first week I hung out with them and we picked beans, and it was hard work, but I enjoyed it. Looking back on it today, I actually enjoyed it. We would go out and we would pick beans from maybe 6 in the morning till about 4:30, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. They paid us by the sack, so we worked pretty hard as young kids. And then we come home, have something to eat, and then go swimming, and then get up the next morning and do it all over again. In retrospect, it was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it. But then that second week, I spent some time with Uncle Bob out at the slaughterhouse. And he once told me, he said, now, Bobby, he says, before we kill these animals, he says, these cows, he says, we like to be humane about it, and we don't like to kill them when they might have some milk still in them. So he says that we're going to process that cow down there in the corral. He says, what I need you to do, if you care to do it, is take this stool and this bucket and go down and milk that cow. And I said, well, sure, I'll do it. So I took the stool and the bucket, went down and hopped over the corral and started walking down toward the cow. Well, she saw that bucket and she saw that stool, and she wasn't having anything about it. She knew what was gonna come about. So she started pawing the ground at first, and then started kind of prancing back and forth as I got a little closer. And about that time, I saw how she was behaving, so I kind of slowed up. Well, then, it wasn't too long after that, she decided she'd seen enough of me, and she was going to escort me out of that corral. So she took off after me. Well, I got rid of the bucket, I got rid of the stool, and I took off running for everything I had. I made it to the fence and just up and over the top as she slid into it. And I turned around, Jesus Christ. So anyway, I then looked up at the porch, and here was Uncle Bob and the butchers, and all sitting up there just rolling, just laughing their asses off. You don't milk cows before you kill them. Jesus. Anyway, good to see you guys.